All right, today we're going on a journey, but forget outer space. We're heading into a world that's way more alien, and it's right here on our own planet. We're going deep, down into the crushing darkness of the ocean, where the things we're finding are, honestly, stranger than any science fiction you can imagine.
So just look at this number for a second. 81%. That's how much of our own ocean floor is still a total and complete mystery. It's literally a blank on the map, completely unmapped, totally unseen by human eyes. The last real frontier isn't up in the stars. It's right here, under the waves.
You know, it's kind of wild when you think about it. We have these incredibly detailed maps of the moon, and even Mars, but the deepest parts of our own world, still a giant question mark. It really makes you wonder, have we been looking in the completely wrong direction for answers? What if the biggest secrets are waiting right here?
So to really get a handle on this, we first have to wrap our heads around the sheer mind-blowing scale of this place. The numbers are just, well, they're staggering.
Think about it like this. With all of our incredible technology, we've only mapped less than 20% of the seabed. The area that's left to explore, it's twice the size of the entire surface of Mars. Yeah, you heard that right. We know more about the face of another planet than we do about the bottom of our own ocean.
Now, in this huge, unknown territory, it's not just strange creatures that are hidden. Sometimes our most advanced pieces of technology, they just vanish. These are the real-life ghosts in the machine, lost without a single trace. Picture this. The year is 1968. In just 5 months, 4 of the most advanced submarines from 4 different world powers, Israel, France, Russia, and the US, all disappear. Gone. The French sub, the Minerve, was only just found a few years ago in 2019. For the others, what actually happened down there is still a mystery.
So, what gives? Was this all just a tragic, terrible coincidence? A string of unrelated accidents? Or was there something else going on down there during that one bizarre, cursed year? The question just kind of hangs there in the dark, doesn't it? And of course, you can't talk about ocean mysteries without bringing up the most infamous stretch of water on the entire planet, the Bermuda Triangle. This one patch of the Atlantic has become a legend, and for all the spookiest reasons. I mean, we're talking about more than 50 ships and 20 airplanes just gone. Pilots and captains report compasses spinning like crazy. Instruments just fail. Whole crews vanish without even a distress call. Even Christopher Columbus wrote in his journal about seeing a great flame of fire crash into the sea right here. Now, scientists have theories, rogue waves, methane gas eruptions, but no single idea explains all of it, not even close. But the mysteries go so much deeper than just lost tech. As we go further down, we start to enter a world of phantom sounds and structures that shouldn't exist. It's almost like the ocean is trying to talk to us. But what in the world is it saying? So in 1997, hydrophones, these super sensitive underwater microphones, picked up a sound. They called it the bloop. It was this incredibly loud, super low frequency noise. And the official analysis from NOAA, the experts, they said it was louder than any known animal, but it wasn't man-made. So what was it? And the bloop wasn't a one-time thing. They've recorded other weird sounds, like one they called Julia. These aren't just random static. They're clear, powerful signals coming from, well, we don't know where. They're just echoing in the total blackness. You really have to wonder, what is making that noise down there? And it's not just sounds. Off the coast of Japan, there's this massive underwater structure. It has perfect right angles, things that look exactly like carved steps, huge pillars. Geologists say it's all just a natural rock formation. But a lot of other people are absolutely convinced it's a sunken city, a Japanese Atlantis. The real answer is still buried under the waves. For our final stop on this descent, we get to maybe the most profound mystery of all, life itself. In the crushing pressure and absolute cold and darkness of the abyss, life doesn't just find a way to survive. Oh no, it evolves in ways that seem to just break all the rules of nature as we know them. This is gonna sound like something from a superhero movie, but I promise you it's real. There's a creature called the immortal jellyfish, and when it gets old or injured, it can literally hit the reverse button on its own life. Its cells just transform back to their baby stage, and the whole jellyfish is reborn to start its life all over again. It has basically figured out biological immortality, and we have no clue how it does it.
And speaking of long life, pop quiz. What do you think is the longest living vertebrate, an animal with a backbone, on the entire planet? Just take a guess. I'll bet the real answer is way, way older and weirder than you think.
Over 400 years, the Greenland shark. That's the longest living vertebrate we know of. Think about this. There are sharks alive right now that were swimming in the Arctic when the Pilgrims landed at Plymouth Rock, before the United States was even a country.
So what's their secret? Well, scientists think it's a mix of things. For one, their metabolism is incredibly slow. Their heart might only beat once every few seconds. Plus, they seem to have this totally unique immune system we haven't seen in any other animal. These ancient beings are just silently roaming the deep, carrying the secrets to a long life.
Okay, as we start to head back up to the surface, the weight of all these mysteries kind of comes with us. The deep does not give up its secrets easily, and we've really only just barely scratched the surface of that profound darkness.
You're just left with so many questions, right? Like, what is really going on in the Bermuda Triangle? What's making those noises in the abyss? How on earth does a jellyfish reverse aging? And maybe the biggest one of all, what else is down there in that huge 81% of the world we have never, ever seen?
So we end here after peering over the edge into our planet's biggest unknown. It's a world of impossible creatures, phantom noises, and lost history. So the final question really isn't for scientists, it's for all of us. Now that we've had a glimpse of what's down there, what is our responsibility to this last great, mysterious frontier right here on Earth?